Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati, one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. And the Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers' offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He finds his man. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They're going to throw it again. Got his man in the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Panthers have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Pitt! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Caught over the middle. It's Warrior. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Discards a man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts. And
tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throws to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, Dave.
Pass on the way, it's picked off! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is
and that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the ground, it's Carter. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's first down from the 11.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Scrambling away. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the right side. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Cincinnati, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to... And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Panthers! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 9.
Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Ran through the contact. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
At the 45 on his way. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Going up top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He's going to fire deep. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. He'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On the run, it's Kiner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. He'll try to pop the draw.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Mumpfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it! And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Pitt! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on first down from the 28.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They want to run it left here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Hammond. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Can't connect on his first throw.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Hammond. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Looking for a block. It's Smith. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able...
Looking for a huge play. He's got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do.